Did we say yesterday we need to sort this intro?
Yeah.
Just like goes. Hello, welcome. We're going to do got another video for you today. Another video for you today. It's because I've just been writing a script for a YouTube video. We've got another live for you today. Welcome. Mayoni, is that how I pronounce that? From Long Island, good to have you on. Good to see who this is. Facebook user Nicole's on. Hey, good to see you, Nicole. So we're talking today, we are in our run up to our YouTube Academy, which is next week. And we thought it'd be really good. We did a big masterclass last week. We thought it'd be really good this week to just follow up really and do kind of what came out of that as some of the top topics really, weren't they?
Yep.
So this one, how to write better titles, is what we're going to look at today.
Yeah.
So actually, I tell you what you should say before we get into this. I'm just about to ask you our first question really on here. We are going to be looking at Tubebuddy today. So the main, we are looking at titles, but in particular, we want to show off to you a tool on Tubebuddy that we can use to do this with, right?
Yes.
So Owen's going to be driving this, and I'm going to be sort of throwing him questions, and he's going to be showing you how we can do this on Tubebuddy. But this is Seo Studio in Tubebuddy.
Yep.
It's not free, is it?
No, this is a pro feature, which is in the pro plan, which if you're paying monthly is $9 a month. So compared to some of the other ones and compared to competitors, that's definitely not bad.
Yeah.
If you come through our link, we can get you 20% off, or if you've got under 1,000 subscribers, you can actually get 50% off.
This is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
And are those links in the descriptions?
Maybe.
No, they might be. All right, we'll do it. We'll definitely do it afterwards. There we go. Thank you, Owen. That's the link there, adriansalisbury.com/Tubebuddy.
Yes, it is in the description. I just
It is.
It is.
He's good. So I just wanted to say, explain that up front. This isn't a free version of it. I think this is a really cool tool.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this, and actually there's some satisfaction of using it, as we'll see in a minute. And the other good news, if you're coming to join us in our YouTube Academy next week, we're actually we're partnering with Tubebuddy on this, and they are actually going to be giving every one of our customers, if they haven't already done a trial, It's like Ecam and everybody else, you get kind of one go at this, but you are going to get a 90-day free Legend plan, and that's worth about
$147.
Yeah. So it should be $49 a month, and you're getting 3 months of it for free. So hold fire before doing a trial if you're going to come and join us, because that's seriously worth it. Okay, that's the little bit of an intro. Hey there, Andrew. Good to see you again. So let's have a look at this. So we're talking about writing better titles, Owen. How important are titles? We kind of touched on this yesterday, actually.
Yeah, well, actually, I feel like we could go into how important a title is in the sense of with it being the part of really what I guess people look at to click on a video. But actually, how many people looked at, for how many people was it the title that convinced them to join, to come on this live? Was it a case of Adrian's gone live, I'll go on? Or was it a case of, actually, I want to know more about titles, getting more views, things like that?
Interesting. Tell us in the comments. And I think, we were saying yesterday, weren't we, about titles being, from an algorithm point of view, getting a title that's as close as possible to what somebody types is really important.
And that finding that keyword is what we covered yesterday. So make sure to check that out after, because without that, this isn't really a huge amount of use, I guess.
But I would say, we're trying to get videos ranked.
Yeah.
Again, this was yesterday's topic. We're trying to get videos ranked. We're trying to get them seen by people. And that title, I would say, is arguably the most important element in this. That for you to get, Bill Bloggs has just gone to, bless him, do you think Bill Bloggs is a real person? Bill Bloggs has just gone to YouTube and he's got this pain. He's trying to get an answer to something, and he gets results come up in front of him, one of the best ways that we can compete and get found up there is to get as close as possible in that title to what he's just typed in.
Yeah.
And YouTube will, with nothing else taken into account, will go, oh, this title looks exactly what they've just asked. We'll put it right up on the top there on the front page. So from an algorithm point of view, really important.
Yeah.
What about kind of it isn't just the title, it isn't just the question that they're asking, is it?
Yeah.
Well, would we call it a hook really on the end of that title?
Yeah, I guess it's adding in that. So the keyword is really for YouTube, whereas we also need to add in that human aspect. So like, for example, in this live, it was how to write better titles was really the keyword. But then that get you more views was really the why you want this. And for a lot of people, it's probably why they decided to click.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, very true. Both says Jeff about getting views and subscribers. Yes. Excellent. Now, I just stumbled across this earlier, actually. I'm sitting writing some videos up or coming up with some titles. We're practicing what we preach here. And I started looking around at online courses, around Kajabi and things, and I started typing in on here how to create an online course. I don't know if you want to just bring this up on, let's change this over here. So how to create an online course. And if I go into this one and have a look, notice these top videos, they're not coming up as how to create an online course, but they've all got, as I say, this kind of hook on the end of it. Sunny Lenarduzzi at the top here with 368,000 views says how to create an online course that sells. Really important. We don't just want to create an online course, we want to sell it. How to create an online course for beginners, 2021. How to create an online course step by step. So can you see that it's not just that how to create an online course, if that's the search phrase you're going after, but having that little bit of a hook. Why am I going to choose one over another? Pat Flynn, how to create an online course and stay super organized. That wouldn't have been as strong a title for me really on that. I'm not quite sure where he was coming with that one.
How to create a course in 60 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're on a tight time schedule, actually that might be what makes you click this over other ones.
Yeah. So obviously you've got to follow through and you've got to make sure that, the way you're coming at this, your angle is what's there in the title. Don't go right in, or don't try and think, oh no, someone said I can do a course in 60 minutes. I'm going to do one in 55 minutes.
Yeah.
If actually it takes you longer than that to do, or clickbait. We don't want.
Like, for example, this video is actually an hour and 20 minutes.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
We can give them that. They've got to explain how to do it. It's not just an over the shoulder. But that's what we're saying there, really. The titles are really important. When we're looking at here, when we've typed in how to create an online course, which of these videos are we going to go to first? The thumbnail plays a big part in that because now it's the human side of it. But adding that little bit of a hook to it as well, I think is really important. So we're going to have a look today at a tool that we've got that really makes this easier.
Yep.
But before we do that, if you haven't seen it already and you haven't signed up already, we would absolutely love you to come and join us next week in our YouTube Academy. This is really what we're doing all this for. It's why at the minute our minds, we kind of take our Ecam hats off and we put our YouTube hats on, and we're all about YouTube for this next few weeks. We're going to be starting our Academy. We would absolutely love it if you wanted to come and join us over in the Academy. For those of you that have been through our Ecam Academy, it runs very similar in that we do this as a cohort-based course. It runs for 2 weeks. So it's going to start on Monday. It'll run through for 2 weeks. We drip out, we've got an online course. We've got online videos in there. We drip that content out across 5 days, 6 days actually. And then we come on and do a live every day. And because it's YouTube, and this is why we get a lot of people come back through as alumni. This is really an opportunity for us to have a look at your channel. And I think more this time than ever, we're going to be really getting into the numbers, and we're going to be recommending, everyone's going to have access to Tubebuddy. And we're going to be showing you how to look at the numbers on your videos, looking at retention points. Where is it that people drop off of your videos? How are they finding your videos? What did they search to find your video? All of that stuff we're going to be able to go through, and I'm really excited to get, I think, deeper than we've ever gone, really. If you're totally new, we're going to show you how to build that channel out. We've got videos all ready for you. If you've got a channel and you just want to some eyes on it to go, where am I going wrong? This is going to be absolutely the place for you. It's a fantastic course. It runs twice a year. And yeah, we want to get you in. Have we put a link in? I think we've got a QR code as well, haven't we?
Yes.
Absolutely, Nicole. Super valuable. This is, sorry.
And there's the link in the description of the post as well.
Thank you. So the link is in the description, but if you fancy having a try with our little QR code, scan that on your phone. Just open your Photos app if you're not used to this and kind of hover it over it, and it should come up with the link there for you to head over to that sales page. We've got... Yeah, we love it. You know how much we love YouTube. It's definitely where people are finding us, and we want to just help you get over this, okay, and really get that working for you too. So yeah, that's the little sponsored ad. YouTube Academy, come and join us next week, and Owen and I will be like this for 2 weeks straight on daily lives, looking at your channels and telling you what videos you need to be making. So I don't think anybody offers this kind of close in detail support that we're going to be offering in here. And as you can see on that page, it's $199. And the videos are there for life. The course is there for 2 weeks. And the Facebook group will be there for 3 months to practice and come back and play with. Okay, have we covered enough on that?
Yep.
Shall we get into our new toy?
Yep.
Let's head over to Tubebuddy then. So anyone not on Tubebuddy at the minute or totally new to this, I just wonder if you want to just zoom back a little bit and let's see where this is.
Yep. So this is once you've added the Chrome extension of Tubebuddy. You'll have this little icon up here that you can just click on, and that will add in this big kind of control panel. And so yesterday we looked at the Keyword Explorer, which is here, but today we're going to be looking at the SEO Studio.
Come on.
So from here, we can either paste in our keyword, which is what we're going to do, or you can go into help me find the right keyword, which will take you to the Keyword Explorer, or you can actually save them as a draft to come back to, and then you can hit load from save draft and it will give you the option of which.
So what we could have done is when we were in yesterday then, and we were going through our Keyword Explorer, we could have saved them from that and come straight over to this, couldn't we, if we were working through it all together. Catherine says new to Tubebuddy, don't have Chrome. You don't have Chrome.
I believe this works on Safari as well.
Okay. Hey Coulter, SEO. Yes, come on, Katie. Right, so KON.
So if we start off with our keyword of how to create an online course like we used in this example, we can just hit start. And because we're not on a video, this is added in our keyword, but nothing else. If we were on a video, maybe we had an upload default, we could set that and it will fill in what was already in the video.
When you say if we were on a video, you mean if we're already in the process of uploading a YouTube video?
If we're on the edit details page in YouTube Studio.
So we can do it at that point as well. It's not just a kind of hypothetical thing at this point. We can actually do it when we're uploading our video and just let's fine tune this and really get better at it.
Yeah. And now what a lot of people might have noticed is this 62% over here. And this is our Tubebuddy SEO score. So if we go into this, we can see actually, let's say if we delete the keyword from our title.
Sorry, what's that post?
I have no idea. That's
BTC boat.
That's Bitcoin. I think that's a spam bot
We've
thing.
just had, that's a bit worrying.
Yeah. Do you want to show this and I'll get rid of that?
No, I'm thinking Rach might be in there. You keep going.
Okay. So as you can see, I deleted the keyword from that, and it has completely taken this down. If I did the same in the description, it will bring us to 0, or it will bring us to 5. And so if we put these both back, you can see we're kind of just trying to tick these boxes over here. So to include the target keyword in the title, include 80% of it in the title, include it in, and then include it in the first 60 characters as well. So this is because if not, and all of these have a little question mark next to it that you can hover over.
And I love that. Personally, I like that we've got this. Yeah, all right, I'll go into that group.
Yeah, and for people that are on Facebook, we don't know what that address is, so don't send it. But so on this, we can say include it naturally. So this is kind of while this actually works here, what happens if you add the word free to the title? So we're kind of trying to go into here and add in, tick all these boxes. So if we add partial matches, so say if we had in the description, it was how to create an online course. So like we're going to show you, we're going to show you how to create an online course. And because it's even got the 2 from how to, that's coming in as a partial match. You can see it's got this kind of I guess, transparent green on it.
So that's similar to how that works in
the Keyword Explorer.
Yeah. So the stronger the color is, the more prominent it is. I love this. This is kind of the fun bit of it. You know, you're trying to hit 100%, and I think we're just working through this now. Yeah. So this is pulling. So have a play with that then, to see what we can bring in from that. Then I need to just see what's going.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if we can pull the. Sorry guys, we're being spammed by the looks of it. And I just need to try and get to it.
So I'm going to capitalize these because I think that just looks a bit better. But say for example, like G. Albert said, we could put in for free.
Okay. That's fine, Rach.
Yeah. So we just went on to this, and it's how to do it for free, and that has kind of made it seem like it's more natural. We could also, if that wasn't the case, we could do, say for example, like the in 60 minutes or something like that, or just go on that kind of way like other thing, like all these other videos have.
Yeah. So loads of it just sort of playing. I mean, I think 95 is pretty cool anyway, isn't it?
And actually this 95 is between the title and description, which up here is said to be step 1, and also step 2, which is tags. So that's because we haven't met these yet.
Okay. So should we pop some and just have a see what?
Yep. Just a quick, I guess, tip as well. What I found is, for example, if you've got how to in your title, a lot of the time, what I've found is the best way to make this natural is we're going to show you how to do this, because that's kind of, while you want to get these keywords in as best as possible, you also really need to make it readable and not seem like a robot's just written it. And then if we go into, say, like the tags, this will give us some other ones. So actually this is also a fairly good way of seeing how we could go about the title. So say for example, how to create an online course that sells, we could add this as a tag and go, actually I prefer that than the in 60 minutes. So that sells. But also, I think capitals also help draw attention to certain points. So, for example, if we put...
Sorry. Yep. Sorry, guys. We're Rachel's trying to sort this spam that's going on. Bless her.
Yeah. So things like that sells, or really, what is the point? So for this video, it was better titles, and then also that get you more views. I think it was better titles and more views that were in capitals, and that's a good way of drawing your attention to certain words.
And this is purely from the algorithm point of view. The thumbnail as well is going to play a big part in this. If we're considering that search and we're appearing down there in the suggested videos, we tend to be drawn, don't we, to seeing what's going on over there. Yeah. Do you want to try and jump in there?
Yep. So if we looked at tags, I find a lot of the time that tags are actually easier to do on the video details page than in here, because actually, while we do get quite a few spelling like differences, a lot of the time it's things like here. You can see this is with WordPress, but it's trying to figure out what is wrong, kind of thing. Or like if people commonly misspell something, it's trying to just rejig that so it does it. So yeah, it's a bit easier. You get more options when you're in YouTube in the edit details page of a video. But if we then hit next, or we can click up here, this is then going to show you how it ranks. So for example, these are what we've just seen on the search term behind. So this isn't necessarily an accurate representation saying you will rank first, but this is just saying if you were to rank first, this is how your thumbnail will look. So actually you can kind of go down here and go, how well does my thumbnail stand out compared to these? What maybe do I need to change to make it stand out better? And things like that.
Yeah. Catherine, don't worry. Rach is on that and trying to sort that out. She's just come in and got a laptop. I was trying myself to do it from my phone, and it's I'm sorry, it's really distracted us over here. And we were talking about thumbnails as well, because as we're on this and we're looking at these here, you'd found a nice tool out actually about the thumbnails, hadn't you? I know it's slightly off topic, but I think it would be interesting to have a quick look at that.
Yep. So Google's Cloud Vision it's what Google uses to scan a thumbnail and really tell us what's in this. So say for example, if we found a thumbnail,
we've got the one. That's it. Yeah.
And then if we dropped it on here, this will scan this. We'll hit I'm not a robot. And then try Cloud Vision API for free. Oh, okay, sorry. No, we didn't want to do that last step. That's trying to sign us up.
All right.
But if we say we're not a robot, then while this is doing this, there we go. So this will see, say for example, the faces. This is saying...
Very clever.
Yeah, this is saying this is a confident face, but it's not very sure on what emotion you're pulling. These things like objects as well, so like glasses, there's a person, labels. So for example, it's picking up there's the watch, glasses, and then because it's glasses, vision care, things like that. It's also reading the text, but these they don't really do much.
Do we think though that this is what is YouTube pulling from this? Do you think when it's looking at that keyword and the title is also written on the image?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
No.
I believe
it's got
it
this
just
technology.
Yeah, I believe it
is.
very loosely uses it,
Yeah.
because, like this says, it's not always the best. But then what it does use is this safe search part. So it looks at whether this is adult content, if it's spoof, so if it's been edited, if it's medical, violent, or racial. All these things are whether or not it's thinking it's safe for these. So if it's
true, it's more looking to make sure it's okay. And
yeah.
I'm just laughing at Nicole, not sure which emotion that is. No.
Yeah. So it says down here the likeliness values are unknown, very unlikely, possible, likely, and very likely. So say if this was very likely to be adult content, it wouldn't push it out to as many people, because
So if I got my top off on there, it would spot that. And
yeah.
That would put everyone on. That would not be a good thumbnail.
Yeah. But yeah,
so I think it's interesting that actually, if this is what Google is doing, and Google is driving YouTube, it's all the same platform, all the same work going on behind it, and I think I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised that they're not reading that. So it's all about repeating that keyword, isn't it? And that phrase, the search phrase. So actually, I mean, we've been talking about this recently. Do we almost take that off of thumbnails? We've seen guys that are just having an image on there that then you're like, what does that mean? So it makes you go and look at the title.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, we've only had this chat today, and I'm thinking, okay, that's another place to slip it in, even though maybe Tubebuddy's not picking up on that.
Yeah. And then another good tool for this kind of thing is this thumbs up TV. So this is just, so say for example, if we drop that same thumbnail on, that's a screenshot, so it didn't work very well.
Okay.
Let's grab this one here. There we are. This will now show us what it looks like on YouTube. So if we put in our title from here, so although these aren't going to work together, if we put that in here, we can then see it in how it looks on different things. So in a web browser, on home, in the sidebar, things like that.
In the YouTube search.
Yeah, so this will be, so it will also show that. Where this is really useful is actually, like for example, seeing where it cuts off.
Yeah.
Because if, for example, on this one behind here, so I'll save this and then close it. You can see on Sunny Lenarduzzi's, it's from a 7-figure.
Yeah.
Which on here we can see it's a 7-figure course creator because she's added that
put it in a description.
Yeah. But if she didn't do that, then we would have no idea.
Yeah. Yep. So some good little tips there about that. Any questions from you about this with the looking specifically at these titles really, and the coming up with this? Has anyone used this tool before? I think it's just it's a good way to just run it through this. And if we get questions all the time in the academies about the titles and the descriptions and what should you put in there, running it through this tool would absolutely just seal that and let you go, wow, okay, yes. According to Tubebuddy, I've got a pretty good chance of getting myself ranked with this.
Yeah.
So Nicole says, what's the name of the tool again? Which one? This Tubebuddy one. So we're in Tubebuddy, and this is their SEO Studio.
Yeah, and the two tools we've just shown is Google's Cloud Vision was the one that kind of analyzed the thumbnail, and then thumbsup.tv was the one that showed it how it looks in
for the image. Yeah. Good stuff. And we can
Someone is at the front door.
It's all going today, isn't it? I reckon we've got a hidden camera somewhere. Somebody's watching. It's like we watch Saturday Night Takeaway in the UK here with Ant and Dec, and they do this undercover camera, and then they kind of stitch people up. And I think that's going on. I don't know where the camera is, but I reckon we're on telly somewhere, and someone's having a proper giggle at us. Good stuff. So. Yeah, what we're saying. Sorry, it's thrown me. So getting back into this tool, then we're kind of looking at this. I do think. I mean, I wouldn't. We've kind of looked at thumbnails and things, and what I don't want people to do is get overwhelmed by it and think, "Oh wow, this isn't." I thought I was just putting a video up. Now I've got to do all this. I think that's quite. You've got to do that title and description anyway. So by running it through here, all that's happening is you're just putting it through, and if you go and put that up and then upload your video, you might have put it through this and discovered that actually you only got like a 30% score. It's definitely worth just putting through this little stage and going through this.
And it's also definitely worth saying that this is things that you'll learn and you'll get used to doing. So like, for example, while you may not end up actually seeing...
Thank you, Paul.
While you won't see the green on things, you kind of get used to, okay, this is the target keyword that I'm looking for. And then in writing the title and description, you kind of get used to having that as the kind of trying to set them words unbroken.
Here. Over there on the pink bit of paper there. Wow, it's a day.
On the bright side, I'm sure tomorrow will go better.
Tomorrow will go better, and tomorrow actually we should just point out. So tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? How to grow your email list with YouTube. This is one of those, we. For us, this is what YouTube's all about, and it's not about trying to get subscribers and get ad revenue and things. That's great if that's your model of using YouTube, but for us, we're using YouTube because we want people to come through to our academies and our products. And actually, I'm on a call yesterday with somebody, and she's booked 3 one-to-one coaching calls with me. And as I said on the call, well, I know full well where she found me because she told me in her email. She'd found me doing Ecam videos over on YouTube, and that's how she's found me and she's come through. So for us, YouTube is just a tool. It's just a marketing platform. It's a way for us to do this and send people across or bring people into our world, really. We can email them. We can tell them about what we're doing. And so tomorrow we'll be talking about how you actually get these viewers from YouTube onto your email list, and I think you're going to really enjoy that one. But at the slightly earlier time, so we'll be an hour earlier tomorrow. Okay, so what's this? It's waiting for you to jump on it, giving us the link. What's this? Sorry,
That's to Paul.
Oh, sorry. Good stuff. No, I did spot earlier actually. GL, but put off topic. Really liking the view that we'd got. Actually, that was with we'd got that full screen and us in the corner. It did when we first did this actually, and we set this up. We'd put ourselves on the other sides and realised that when we talked to each other, we kind of did that and looked away. So yeah, it's kind of working. We are reasonably close to.
Oh, not quite.
Can't quite catch you. We are pretty close together here, but yeah, good old Ecam does a great job of presenting and letting us do this. In the academy, will you learn how to do the click on links inside the video? Also, will you teach how to collect email addresses easily? So yes to the second one. I think you've probably posted this in before we got to that. How do we click on links inside video? Presumably you're meaning like this, are you? Yes, we can show you how to do that. Absolutely. There are some requirements as to what you can do and what you can put on those cards. But yes, we'll absolutely cover all of that. And yeah, talk into really not every video, and we can talk about this tomorrow actually, not every video you want to get people off of YouTube. YouTube's not going to thank you or it's not going to be recommending you if every time someone comes on your video, they leave YouTube halfway through it. So that isn't our goal with every video. We'll talk a little bit into that tomorrow when we're talking about growing your email list. So do definitely join us tomorrow. That'll be a great one. We're then on Friday. I can't get used to this being a short week yet.
Yeah.
Then on Friday, we're going to be looking at some analytics and really getting in again to Tubebuddy, and actually a lot of what you can do inside of just the YouTube Studio anyway. A lot of these analytics are there. The pipeline, seeing how people come through. We're going to have a good little play with that. Everything that we're doing this week is just a little snippet of what we'll be doing next week and the week after inside the YouTube Academy. So that's come and join us over there for sure. It's going to be an absolute blast. It's a real deep dive on this, but these are just little tasters that we're bringing to you. Can you watch this again? Is it repeated? Sorry. Yeah, as soon as we finish this, it'll be there as a replay on all the different you're on YouTube, so yes, absolutely, you can watch this straight back. Give it a minute to just buffer or do what it does, and it'll be straight back as a replay. So thank you so much for being here. Sorry we've been distracted, and I've had to just kind of leave home while I've been trying to sort that, and Rachel's been in and out about 3 times with various things going on. Yeah, we've been caught a bit off guard there, but thank you so much, and hopefully you still got some good value out of that. That Seo Studio is a fantastic tool. We love it just as a way to just go through, and before you put that video up, to just go, yes, I'm happy that I'm getting kind of 90% plus, and I've done everything I can. Hubert's just saying, do you approach YouTube Academy in the same way as the Ecam Academy? Yeah, totally. So we do. We're dripping out videos each day. We're getting on a live each day. And it is very much the same model as what we did for the Ecam Academy. So if you enjoyed that, come and do it in YouTube as well. And let's help you get this machine working. And yeah, come on. It'll be great. And yeah, thank you. G. Albert says, don't forget to hit the like button. Absolutely. Please do that. We always appreciate that. Thank you, Paul, for helping us out as well and popping a few of these comments in. We definitely need to get Paul on board on our Facebook page, so you could have jumped on there for us, Paul. But thank you so much. All right, we'll see you at this an hour earlier tomorrow, but do come and join us tomorrow. We really appreciate that. And let's have another look at this. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Owen.
Thank you.
See you then.